Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 130a, top of the page, with the words Vikadushin and betrothal, as if a man betroths a woman and retracts the betrothal within the time required for speaking. His retraction is not effective. Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Omer ish ploni yersheni, b'mokom sheyesh bas, biti yersheni, b'mokom sheyesh ben, lo omar klum, shehisna alma shekasu b'tor, b'yochen ben baroka omer, im amar almi shero liyorsho, devar kayamin, ve'almi she'ein lo liyorshav, ein devar kayamin. The Mishnah says in a case of one who says, so-and-so will inherit from me, in a case where there is a daughter, or my daughter will inherit from me in a case where there is a son, he has said nothing, as he has stipulated counter to that which is written in the Torah concerning the order of inheritance. Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka says, if he said this about one fit to inherit from him, his statement stands, but if it was about one from whom it was not fit to inherit from him, his statement does not stand. Gemara, the Talmud says, the Gemara infers from the Mishnah, Taima de'achar b'makam bas, ubas b'makam ben, haben bein habanim, ubas bein habanos, divarav kayomin, ema seifa, Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, im amar almi shiroi yarshav divar kayomin, hainu tanakama. The Gemara infers from the Mishnah that the reason the first Tana rules that his bequeathal is invalid is that he bequeathed his estate to another in a case where he had a daughter, or to his daughter where he had a son. But if he bequeathed his entire estate to one son among his other sons, or to one daughter among his other daughters, his statement stands. The Gemara questions this inference. Say the latter clause of the Mishnah. Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka says that if he said this about one fit to inherit from him, his statement stands. This is identical to the opinion of the first Tana. What information does the statement of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka add? I was just thinking that question. I'm glad the Gemara asked that. I was just thinking, what is Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka actually adding? The whole point is that you have to say things that are fit to inherit. So what he's saying, if it's fit to inherit, I mean, that's what we're saying the whole time. So what information does this statement of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka add with regard to what case do they disagree? V'chi tema Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka afilu achar b'makom bas ubas b'makom ben kamar v'atanyo Rabbi Yishmael ben Ovi ben shel Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka omer lo nechleku abba v'chachamim al achar b'makom bas ubas b'makom ben shelo amar klum. The Gemara continues, and if you would say that Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka is saying that one's statement stands even in a case where he bequeathed his estate to another where he had a daughter, or to a daughter where he had a son, as although he bequeathed it to one who is not currently his heir, the beneficiary would be fit to inherit from him if the current heirs die, and this would be contrary to the opinion of the first Tana. This is difficult. And isn't it taught in a Brisa, in Tosefta 7:18, that Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, says, my father and the rabbis did not disagree about a case where one bequeathed his estate to another where he had a daughter, or to a daughter where he had a son. In such a case, in a case such as this, my father concedes that he has said nothing. Alma nechleku al ben abanim ubas ben abanos she'aba omer Yirash lo yirash. Rabbi Yishmael continues, with regard to what case do they disagree? They disagree with regard to a case where he bequeathed his entire estate to one son among his other sons, or to one daughter among his other daughters, as my father says that the son or daughter inherits the entire estate, and the rabbis say that he does not inherit it. The Gemara explains, if you wish, say, that from the fact that Yishmael is saying that they did not disagree about a case where one bequeathed his estate to another, where he had a daughter, or to a daughter where he had a son, by inference, the first Tana of that Raita, to whom he was responding, holds that they did disagree in this case. Or if you wish, instead say, Kulei Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroki v'chasori mechsa v'halkizani. Omer ilish plani rasheni b'makom shish bas biti yitzir rasheni b'makom shish ben lomar klum. Habas ben abanos u'ben abanim im amar yarash kol nechasav divarov kayamin. Shir Rabbi Yochanan amar im amar al mi shiroi liyosh divarov kayamin. And if you wish, say instead that the entire Mishnah is stating the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, and the Mishnah is incomplete, and this is what it is teaching. With regard to one who says, so-and-so will inherit from me, in a case where there is a daughter, or my daughter will inherit from me in a case where there is a son, he has said nothing. But if he bequeath his property to one son among his other sons, or to one daughter among his other daughters, then if he said that the son or daughter will inherit his property, his statement stands. As Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka says, if he said this about one fit to inherit him, that he should inherit all of his property, his statement stands. Amar Rabbi Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, halacha Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka, v'chein amar Rava, halacha Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka. As for the halachic ruling, Rabbi Yehuda says that Shmuel says the halacha is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka, and Rava says as well that the halacha is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka. Amar Rava says, my time of Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka, Amar Kra v'haya b'yom hinchilo es banav. HaTorah nasna reshus la'av l'hanchil l'chol mi shirze. Rava said, what is the reason for the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan ben Beroka? The verse states, then it shall be in the day that he causes his sons to inherit, Deuteronomy 21:16, which is interpreted to mean that the Torah gave the father permission to bequeath his estate to whomever he wishes among his sons. Amar le Abaye, ha milo yuchal levaker nafka. Abaye said to him, isn't this halacha derived from the continuation of the verse? He may not make the son of the beloved, the firstborn, before the son of the hated, who is the firstborn. From the prohibition against depriving the firstborn of his double portion, it can be inferred that one can charge the employment of the inheritance of his other sons. The Gemara answers, that clause in the verse is necessary for that which is taught in Braita. Abba Hanan says, in the name of Rabbi Eliezer,